Exercise 6. A ball is thrown upward from the top of a building at an angle of 30 degrees to the horizontal end with an initial speed of 20 meters per second. The point of release is 45 meters above the ground. Okay, so if we have a projectile exercise, we have given, what do we have? So we have a ball that is thrown upwards with an angle of 30 degrees. So when we start any exercise, we have to draw a figure. In the exam, if I don't give you any figure, then you have to draw the figure by yourself. You cannot do any calculation without the figure. Okay, so you have 30 degrees. This is the angle theta 0. This is the initial launching angle. And we have the speed 20 meters per second. So this is V0. The point of release is 45 meters above the ground. يعني هون هتعطونا وين الأوريجين. قالولنا أنه الأوريجين هي هون ترتفع عند ارتفاع 45 meters. Okay, it's at the top of a building. Question A. How long does it take for the ball to hit the ground? We have to be able to understand the question. شو معناتها how long does it take؟ يعني we have to calculate the time t for the ball to hit the ground. We have to calculate t, the time taken by the ball to reach the ground. يعني they ask about this point. This point, let's call it point B. So we are asked to find TB. The question A, they asked to find TB. Okay, how do we start? In fact, so here are some given. هدول given. We can guess that B عندها X unknown and it has YB equal to minus 45 meters. We know that this is a projectile exercise. We have the initial conditions. We can write V0 equal Vx0 plus Vy0. هلا بس رتبنا الجيفن. And before starting we can find يعني شو هن Vx0 and Vy0. مثل ما شفنا Vx0 أو V0x ما في مشكلة. It's equal to V0 cosine theta 0. ليش؟ So if we draw another figure, so this is X, this is Y, and this is the origin O. We have V. So what is Vx? Vx is the X. هيدي V أكتر من V هي V0. What is Vx0? It's the X component of V0. يعني we have to project V0 on the OX axis, and Vx will be equal to this part. We have to use cosine here. So cosine theta is equal to Vx over V0. This means that Vx or Vx0 is equal to V0 times cosine this angle. This angle is called theta or theta 0. Okay, so we can find the answer. Please pay attention to the unit of the angle on your calculator. Then we will find Vx0 equal to 17.3 meter per second. Similarly, we can find V0y by using now the sign. And we find Vy0, it's equal to 10 meters per second. بعد بس ما حلينا هسه شي، بس رتبنا الجيفن وفتشنا على Vx0 Vy0 لأنه أكيد we will use them somewhere in the exercise. بس نحنا ما طلعنا بعد TB. we have to calculate TB. شوف في معنا نحنا معنا point B. we know Y at point B. هل معنى ال V at point B؟ No. هل معنى ال X at point B؟ No. إذن بس we will base our calculation on YB. تعالوا نشوف نتذكر some summary on the projectile. with summary on the projectile كنا عم نطلع ل AX, VX and X and AY, VY and Y. طلعنا the equation of the trajectory. Please pay attention to this equation. هوني ما في عنا V0. okay. طلعنا maximum height the time to reach the maximum height and the range. هلا هون بدنا ننتبه انه range هيدي بس هي الفورمولا للprojectile in the case of a symmetric projectile. يعني محل ما شو هي الرينج؟ محل ما بننطلق ومحل ما بتوصل البارتيكل بيكونوا at the same level. okay, لازم يكونوا at the same level. they have the same y. and this exercise we cannot use this R. ليش؟ لأنه ال B وال O the end point and the initial point are not at the same level, so we cannot use this range. okay. لما الرينج هيدي نستعملها، هيدي الإكسبريشن نستعملها لما بيكون في عندي symmetry in the trajectory. These are all the equations used for a projectile. Which equation should I use? I should in fact use this one لأنه نعرف ال YB in our case. So let's use this one. We know that YB is equal to minus half GT squared. So minus half GT squared plus Vy0t plus ال Y0. ال Y0 is equal to 0. بتروح. Okay. And we know YB. We know G. هلا هون we are using G equal 9.8 meter per second squared. Time is unknown. Vy0 is already calculated. So the only unknown in this equation is T. So we are able to find T. We will obtain an equation of second order. And then we will have two solutions. One to be rejected and one to be accepted. For sure the T that has a negative value is to be rejected. And the T with a positive value will be accepted. Okay. Now question B. Find the ball's speed at impact. At impact يعني when the ball hits the ground. Now we want to find VB. إذا طلعنا TB we need to find VB. نرجع لهون VB. So VB شو بدنا نطلع ال VY ولا ال VX؟ In fact both. We need to find Vx and we need to find Vy. We know, so we need now to use these two expressions. Vx which is equal to V0x اللي already نحن طلعناها، وال Vy اللي هي minus gt plus V0y هيدي طلعناها. T is found in the previous question, so we can easily find V. It's just a simple application of the rule. So we can write Vxb equals Vx0 because we have a constant velocity model along the x axis. وال Vx0 طلعناها من شوي 17.3 meter per second. And Vyb is equal to minus gt plus Vy0. We need to replace t with the value found in question A and we will obtain Vxb and Vyb. هل جاوبنا على السؤال؟ No, not yet. Because we are asked to find the speed. ما قالوا لنا طلعوا ال Vx وطلعوا ال Vy. بدنا نطلع الماgnitude. Okay. We need to find the magnitude of the velocity vector. So VB is equal to the radical of 17.3 squared plus 31.4 squared, and we will obtain finally VB equals 35.9 meter per second. Now question C, find the horizontal distance x of the stone from the building to the point on the ground where the stone lands. So we are asked now to find x. We are asked to find xb. It's simple. Just apply the rule. The rule says that xb is equal to vx0t plus x0. X0 is already equal to 0. tb is found from question A, and so we can find x here xb equal to 73 meters with respect to the base. إذا هيدي طلعناها 73 meters. إذا بالنسبة للpoint B where the ball hits the ground, we found xb, we found vb, and we found tb. So we can clearly see that any exercise of projectile motion is can be just solved by applying the rules. The rules حطيت لكم إياهم كلياتهم بهيدي البيج.